Coming up on today's episode of Airborne-Unlimited, Air Combat USA versus Fullerton rages on. American Airlines pilots authorized strike. U.S. Army orders aviation safety stand down. Welcome to Airborne Unlimited. I'm your host, Holland Lee. Let's get into today's stories. Air Combat USA versus Fullerton rages on. ANN is investigating a long drawn-out battle between Air Combat USA, a pretty well-known and highly regarded business that offers simulated air combat flights with SF-260 aerobatic mounts, and the City of Fullerton, which evicted them from their business location some years ago and has reportedly done some serious damage in the process. Records indicate that Air Combat USA won a hefty judgment from the city, which is appealing the ruling and throwing as much fuel on the fire as they can. ACUSA's Michael Blackstone asserts that the city and the airport manager have it out for his business and have since reportedly leased the space to a non-aviation business, which is questionable in its own right. The two are now back in court awaiting an appeal while Air Combat USA struggles to stay alive. There are two sides to every story, but based on some interactions with both the city and the airport a year or two ago about a reportedly stolen airplane, we can't say we're inclined to believe much that the city or airport has to say. ANN is looking into the matter aggressively and will report what we find. And after the break, AirVenture 2023 Theater in the Woods lineup set to dazzle.
Well, hello, fellow pilot. I'm John King.
And I'm Martha King.
You know, we've all had our flying lives disrupted lately.
Well, King Schools is here to help you stay up to date with courses that you can access on your desktop, iPad, or iPhone. If you'd like a refresher or just want to expand your aviation horizons, we have a course for you.
So head over to kingschools.com/rusty today for details.
Unbridled passion, unequaled performance, unlimited possibilities.
Hartzell Aviation, you are cleared for takeoff.
Introducing Hartzell Aviation, leading general aviation companies united by the Hartzell guiding principle of built on honor, a commitment to uphold the highest standards in quality, performance, and support. Hartzell Propeller, Hartzell Engine Tech, Hartzell Aerospace Welding. We are Hartzell Aviation.
Now boarding at hartzellaviation.com.
Welcome back. Now let's take a trip around the patch for some shorter stories. AirVenture 2023 Theater in the Woods lineup set to dazzle. AirVenture 2023 will again bring aviation's notables, luminaries, and icons to the theater in the woods. A full complement of evening programs is set to get underway on July 23rd and continue throughout the week-long celebration. EAA AirVenture 2023's Theater in the Woods lineup comprises a diverse and engaging array of presentations germane to the moon missions of Apollo and Artemis, aviation and flying performances and motion pictures, and the history of air racing. In addition, a special July 24th evening program will highlight 70 years of AirVenture. Beechjet 400 Lithium-Ion battery STC comes to market. TrueBlue Power announced that the company's Gen 5 TB40 40 amp-hour advanced lithium-ion mainship battery has been granted FAA supplemental type certification for installation in Hawker Beechjet 400 series aircraft. The ultra-lightweight TB40 reduces Hawker Beechjet aircraft battery weight by up to 60 pounds, increases useful load, facilitates faster turbine start, and improves aircraft and electrical system performance. 11th Circuit Court rules in favor of U.S. government. The families of 4 people killed in a mid-air collision over Florida's Everglades argued before the 11th Court on that a lower court had wrongly ruled the U.S. government was not negligent. The plaintiffs contended an air traffic controller's instruction had set the involved aircraft on a collision course. Circuit Judge Robin S. Rosenbaum declared, quote, "The air traffic controller's duty is not to look at the radar screen continuously. He looks at them, but that's not his primary duty. His primary duty is to keep the runways clear and keep the traffic coming in and going out from crashing," end quote. FAA Noise Policy Review Public Comment Period open. As part of the FAA's ongoing commitment to address the issue of aircraft noise and its impact upon community and individual well-being, the agency is soliciting public comment pertaining to its noise policy review. The FAA has published a Federal Register notice for purpose of garnering comments germane to the proposed revision and broadening of its noise and noise abatement regulations and protocols. What's more, the agency will hold virtual webinars to facilitate better understanding of its objectives vis-a-vis evolving noise policies. Well, that's it for today's trip around the patch. Let's get back to the rest of the news. American Airlines pilots authorized strike. Notwithstanding reports that a deal is at hand, the Allied Pilots Association, the labor union for American Airlines pilots, has authorized a strike. The authorizing of a strike is the first in a long and complex succession of prerequisites that must be met prior to American Airlines pilots walking off the job. By making such an authorization in the weeks prior to the onset of the frantic and profitable summer travel season, the APA exerts considerable pressure on American Airlines' management to assume a more cooperative tenor at the negotiation table. In November 2022, the APA rejected a contract proposal that would have secured American Airlines flight crew personnel nearly 20% in raises over the coming 2 years. Of the 96% of American Airlines pilots that participated in the strike authorization vote, all but 1% opted in favor of an eventual walkout. A strike authorization vote doesn't guarantee a labor stoppage. Rather, it demonstrates the collective resolve of American Airlines pilots to strike at the union's directive to do so. The Railway Labor Act, to which the airline industry is beholden, does not allow pilots and other workers deemed essential to national transportation infrastructure to walk off their jobs until federal regulators confirm that the opposing sides have arrived at an impasse. And after these messages, U.S. Army orders aviation safety stand down.
Throughout the globe, Piper Aircraft has hand-selected the very best in company representation, service, and support. From first inquiry to acquisition to product support, Piper Aircraft ownership is seamless and worry-free. Piper Aircraft authorized dealers, factory trained, factory connected.
Skyleader Aircraft offers a lineup of the most powerful, durable, and efficient light sport aircraft in the industry. From trainers to roomy cockpits for long hauls, Skyleader has an aircraft for you. And the best part? They're in your budget. Skyleader's base prices are set low to give you room to customize your aircraft to your needs, desires, and wallet, allowing you to put your money where it matters to you most. Visit flyskyleader.com today to learn about our aircraft, customization options, and chat with the team.
Welcome back. U.S. Army orders aviation safety stand down. Army Chief of Staff James McConville has grounded all Army aviators not currently involved in critical missions following a trio of 2023 helicopter accidents in which a total of 16 service members have lost their lives. McConville stated, quote, "The safety of our aviators is our top priority, and this stand down is an important step to make certain we are doing everything possible to prevent accidents and protect our personnel," end quote. At McConville's direction, U.S. Army aviators, quote, "will focus on safety and training protocols to ensure our pilots and crews have the knowledge, training, and awareness to safely complete their assigned mission," end quote. Army spokesman Lieutenant Colonel Terrence Kelly reported active duty Army aviation units would be grounded until they completed training events slated to take place through May 5th. Army National Guard and Reserve units will have until May 31st to complete training. The most recent mishap occurred on Thursday, April 27th, and saw two AH-64 Apache attack helicopters assigned to the U.S. Army's 1st Attack Reconnaissance Battalion, 25th Aviation Regiment collide in the vicinity of Healy, Alaska. Of the 4 service members involved in the aforementioned collision, 2 expired at the crash site, a third succumbed during transport to a Fairbanks hospital, and the 4th suffered injuries of unknown severity. And that's our show for today. You can catch episodes of Airborne on YouTube, Roku, or Fire TV. Just search for Aero-News or Airborne, and don't forget to follow us on social media. Thanks for watching!